In this video, we will be seeing the explanation of the poem The Mountain and the Squirrel, written by an American poet, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Who was Ralph Waldo Emerson? He was an American poet, essayist, lecturer, and philosopher of 19th century. His well-known poems were The Mountain and the Squirrel, Concord Hymn, Brahma, Uriel. And his well-known essays were Self-Reliance, The Poet, Circles. Now let us go through the explanation of the poem The Mountain and the Squirrel, written by Ralph Waldo Emerson. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel, and the former called the latter Little Prig. Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year and a sphere. And I think it no disgrace to occupy my place. If I am not so large as you are not so small as I, and not half so spry. I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut." So here's a very beautiful poem. This is a wonderful, inspiring poem embracing or indicating the importance of each creature in the world. Here, in this poem, a little squirrel standing up for itself against the mighty mountain and putting it in place with the right perspective. In this poem, the squirrel and the mountain have a quarrel because the mountain feels it is more important than the squirrel. Each person has his or her own individual talents. Everyone or everything has its purpose in this world, none greater or less than other. Now we'll see line by line explanation. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel, and the former called the latter Little Prig. So here, who is the former and who is the latter? Here, the former is the mountain and the latter is the squirrel. Now, they had a quarrel. Quarrel means an angry argument. So they had an angry argument. In the first stanza itself, the speaker stating the basic premise. Premise means an idea or a reason for their argument. What was the argument? So here in the first stanza, the poet says they had a quarrel, and the location of their fight is the mountain itself. Here, the mountain calls the squirrel as prig. Prig means what? Prig, one who thinks superior than others. That is prig. Okay, which means you can notice one thing. Here is the only one place where the mountain speaks in this whole poem. Rest, the squirrel says, or trying to make the mountain understand that God has created each and everyone in a special way. Now, the next lines, Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year and a sphere." So here, Bun is the name of the squirrel. And you are doubtless very big. Doubtless means without a doubt. So without a doubt you are very big. When the mountain calls him prig, the squirrel or the bun. Bun is an old name of squirrel, I told you. And what did he say? Without any doubt, the mountain is very big. It has a presence. The squirrel cannot deny that. Additionally, he says, the mountain are only one of many things when all sorts of things and weather taken into consideration. Here, year stands for all seasons and sphere stands for Earth. Here sphere stands for earth and year stands for all seasons. That means the whole universe. In earth and universe, when you consider all sorts of things that makes a year and a sphere, that means that makes the earth and the universe. Here the reason for the quarrel reveals here. Remember, the poet used the word quarrel only to describe the argument. He does not use the words like fight or any highest degree words. This makes it seem less serious argument. It's a temporary upset to their normally well-balanced relationship. That means a small argument with two friends. But still they had the argument. Now, and I think it no disgrace to occupy my place. If I am not so large as you are not so small as I, and not half so spry. So here the squirrel says, I don't have any disgrace. Disgrace means I don't have any shame to accept, any shame to occupy my place in the universe. The squirrel is attempting to set aside their differences and come to terms with the fact that they will not always get along. The talents of both the mountain and the squirrel differ greatly. The squirrel says the mountain does not possess a half of his energy. The mountain does not possess a half of his energy. Spry means healthy and with a lot of energy. Or even though he is a very big creature in the universe, but he doesn't, or it doesn't possess the energy which the squirrel has, half of his energy. So here the squirrel defends itself that although it is small, it is more lively and energetic. Here the squirrel lays out their advantages and disadvantages. First, the mountain is much larger than he is, something he accepts the truth, but the squirrel is much more spry. Spry means, I told you, healthy and with a lot of energy. It can move quickly from place to place that a mountain never dreamed of. Now, next, I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ. All is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut. So here in the last stanza, the squirrel says or compliments the mountain and as a pretty squirrel track. Here squirrel track means what? I will not deny. Deny means I will not refuse to admit. I admit it. You definitely make a very pretty squirrel track. Squirrel track means where the squirrels can roam very freely. So mountain, you make a pretty squirrel track. But a perfect place for a squirrel to roam. But what happened? Squirrel trying to say that even though the talents are different, that means the size, speed, abilities, everything is different. They are equal in the world. All of them have their own place in the universe. All is well and wisely put. This is a very important line. Almost it gives the message of this poem. All is well and wisely put. I must say this is a very good perfect line in the poem. In fact, this is the main theme, content or message the poet tries to convey through this poem. It means God in his unlimited wisdom has made everything as it is for a reason. Almighty put all the creatures in its proper place and all of them carry different talents in the world. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut. Now here is the difference. Now here is the difference, or here is the main point of the poem, main theme of the poem. What the squirrel says, the squirrel admits their talents are different. The mountain is able to carry forest on its back, where the squirrels can roam very freely. But the mountain can carry a big forest on his back, but he can't able to crack a small nut. that the squirrel can do. So here the squirrel wanted to say that none of them are superior or inferior in the universe. Both has the same place in the universe. So here I just wanted to mention a word, fable. Fable is an imaginary story which teaches a moral or a lesson. I would call this poem as a fable because this poem teaches us that each person has his or her own individual talents and none is superior or inferior in this world. We can conclude this poem like this. Whenever you feel a bit violated in real life, you should remember the squirrel, and courage will come as a fountain. This is such an inspirational poem. Through this poem, the poet is trying to express some important points which you can adopt in your life also. Mere size is not everything. None is superior or inferior in the world. Everyone is gifted with different talents. Don't judge anybody merely by appearances. I hope you understood the poem. You have to learn the new words. Now, what is a fable? Fable is an imaginary story which teaches a moral or a lesson. Example, Aesop fables. Maybe you have read a lot of stories from Aesop fables. Now the message of the poem is that everyone is gifted with different talents. Don't judge anybody merely by appearances. Thank you.